Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss a famous poem, namely Revolving Days, written by David Malouf. Actually, Revolving Days is the name of an anthology written by David Malouf himself, and the poem in question is also named Revolving Days. Now I am going to say something regarding the poet himself. David Malouf is an Australian writer. He is a famous poet, novelist, short story writer, non-fiction writer. To be frank, he is the versatile genius in the field of literature in Australia. He is owner of different awards and honors in the field of literature. David Malouf is supposed to be one of the most influential artists in Australia. His glamour, his caliber is next to Patrick White, another Australian poet. Now, David Malouf uses a specific themes in his poems, and one of the themes is sense of spatial relationships, meaning he tries to establish the human relationship, the relationship in between human beings and other natural phenomena. He tries to elevate the mysteries in people's lives. So, while reading this poem, namely Revolving Days, we will see these themes. Now, let's come to the poem itself. The poem is supposed to be a love poem, but it is not traditional love poem. Here the poet does not sing the topic of love, the traditional topics of love. He does not describe the side effects of love. Actually, he wants to present the love in negative light. So, it is a love poem which does not walk in beaten track. It is said to be an apostrophe to the beloved. Here the poet seems to be nostalgia. Once upon a time, he fell in love with a lady. But that love was not fulfilled. Surprisingly enough, the poet is not pining for his lost beloved. He is just remembering the past days when he fell in love. And the very headline, Revolving Days, focuses on the fact that the lost memory, the past memory, is coming to him in a rotating style. He memorizes the incident which has happened earlier. Now he directly addresses the beloved, considering her to be living and breathing entity, but actually she is not present here. So we can consider it as a dramatic monologue. We will feel that a conversation is going on in between the lover and the beloved, but the beloved is physically absent. So let's come to the text. That year I had nowhere to go, I fell in love. You all know on who is lazy, who does not have any notable work in hand, he gets leisure. As a result, he falls in love. If we are always busy in our important activities, then we don't have any time to fall in love. The availability of leisure is one of the reasons of falling in love. That happened in David Malouf's life. I fell in love, a mistake. Of course, falling in love is considered to be a mistake. Obviously, during the warmth of lovemaking days, we don't feel that lovemaking is a mistake. But after the expiry of the warm days, after the expiry of the warmth of love, when we come to the practical life, when we calculate our gaining and our loss, then we conclude that it was a mistake. In the same light, the poet considers that falling in love was a mistake in his life. But it lasted and has lasted. Side effect of love. It is a passion to us. If we succumb to this passion comes to crumple us, comes to overtake us. It stays in our mind, in our heart, in our soul, and in our body. So that happens in the poet's life. It happens in the poet's life. The side effect of love gets durability in his mind. The whole tug at the heart. The love always pulls at your heart towards the beloved. The memory of lovemaking will take you to the ground of love. It happens, the poet feels the tug, the grace unasked for. The lover very often gets the graces from the beloved unsought. He does not ask for the graces, but the beloved is bountiful enough to give him graces. Urgencies that boom under the pocket of a shirt. Boom means loud sound. The lover feels the booming sound in his heart, which lies under the pocket of his shirt. What I remember is the color of the shirts. I had brought them as an experiment in ways of seeing myself. It happens in our life too. It happens in our life too. When we fall in love, our get-up changes. We buy new shirts, the stylistic shirts, and we try to present ourselves in different lights. The poet, driven by that emotion of love, passion of love, he also did so. But surprisingly enough, after many days, he remembers the buying of shirts, different sort of different color. It seems that love was not very much hot thing in his life. Otherwise, he would not think of this shirt. He would only think of love. The thinking of shirt dilutes the thinking of love. It happens in our poet's life. Now he goes to say, he is going to describe the shirts he bought for the purpose of meeting the beloved, hoping to catch in a window as I passed what I was to be in my new life as lovers. He wanted to present himself as an ideal lover. Naturally, he dressed himself in stylistic shirts. He wanted to see himself in the mirror while passing through the windows of the neighbor. He bought different shirts on mint green. One shirt was green, faded green. Mint meaning faded green. On pink. The second one was of pink color. And the third called Ivy League. Ivy League is an American collegiate athletic conference comprising 8 elite private universities. And now, the people related to these universities had dress code. They would put on a specific dress of specific style. Here the poet wants to say that he had buy the dress of Ivy League style, meaning style of dress the people would put on during the popularity of Ivy League. The color of the third dress was tan with darker stripes, and stripes were there on the dress. My first button down collar, and the last one, the third dress had button, but button was down. It is a peculiar style of dress. The poet bought 3 dresses to give grand success to his love affairs. We never write. The poet confesses that they never exchanged love letters. They simply fell in love. They did not want to continue the love. But sometimes, knotting my tie at a mirror on of those shelves, I had expected steps into the room. I, meaning the lover, would set up his tie and would go to meet the beloved. The the beloved was in a room, and the speaker of the poem, the lover of the poem, would go to meet the beloved. In the next room, you waited. You are waiting. You meaning the beloved. The beloved would wait in the next room, and the poet, the lover, was supposed to enter there for the purpose of making love. Then the poet says in parenthesis that we have not yet taken back the life we promised to pour into each other's mouths forever and forever. The poet says that they have not taken back the life they promised. They promised to love each other forever. They promised to lead a new life in the ground of love. Yet they have not receded from their promises. They are still in the promises. While I choose between changes to surprise you, but the poet, the lover of the poem, does not want to continue the love affair. He chooses not to go. He surprises the beloved. He surprises the beloved, but by not walking along the path of love. Revolving days. Now the poet comes to the present. In the earlier stanza we have seen that he was remembering the love and everything related to love. Now the revolving days, my heart is in my mouth again. Meaning the love wish of the lover comes to his mouth. He is showing some tendency to resume the love affair. I am writing this for you. This means this poem. The poet is writing this poem for the purpose of beloved. Wherever you are, we know that the love affair could not be fruitful. Naturally, the beloved is elsewhere and the poet, the lover, is in different place. The lover is writing this poem addressing her. Whoever is staring into your blue eyes, obviously the ex-lover, ex-beloved is married to someone else. The beloved had blue eyes, beautiful eyes. Naturally, the man who has married the beloved must be looking at the beautiful eyes of his wife. It is a natural fact. The poet is not feeling jealousy. The poet is not feeling jealousy for this. He accepts it that his lost beloved must be loved by somebody else. It is me. I am still here. The beloved has gone elsewhere. The beloved is married to somebody else. But the change has not come to the poet, to the lover. He is still here. No, don't worry. I won't appear out of that old time to discomfort him. But the poet promises that he is not going to take any initiative to torture the beloved. He is not going to resume the love. He just writes this poem. He just becomes nostalgia. he for the time being craves or pines for the old days, but he is not going to disturb the beloved anymore. He assures the beloved not to take any tension. He is not going to disturb her, discomfort her. And no, at this distance, I am not holding my breath for a reply. And the poet humbly says that he is not going to give any reply to the beloved. So, the poet clarifies his intention that he is not going to resume the love affair anymore. He only wants to take pleasure by remembering those heydays. In this poem, the poet does not show the positive side of love, neither he shows the negative side of love. His unfitness as a lover is coming out here, and this is how he gives us a new idea of love. He is not like any other lovers who are patient by losing the beloved. Look at the patience, look at the stamina, look at the tolerance of the lover. He is neither like Sydney nor like Spencer. He is an indifferent lover who once fell in love mistakenly, and now he has come out of the mistake, and after many days he just remembers his lost love. Thank you.